Hi, everybody. Dionne here with the Turquoise Iris, and we've got another furniture makeover. So this is what we're calling part two. So not four, but two. And I decided to nickname this number 7 piece in my summer series. Also happens to be my last piece. We're going to go ahead and call it Ferris wheel. This is my inspiration photo, which was printed out on very poor ink. I need a new cartridge, so don't laugh, don't judge. But what you're going to see are shades of blue and shades of green, gold, and kind of a Mediterranean, Moroccan, whatever you want to call it. This is a chunky monkey, big, huge, solid piece that's painted black originally. Really good quality piece. But I am going with blues, greens, gold, all from DIY. I'm going to be adding in lots of details. This is a rubber stamp from Iron Orchid Designs. Hi, everybody. I'm so glad y'all are here. And I'm going to really accentuate this piece, really make it rustic and antiqued with lots of dark wax. I'm super excited about it. Yesterday, part one, we just put a base coat of Old 57, which is our bright turquoise. Now I'm going to actually take the Old 57 and Gypsy Green, and I'm literally going to mix them half and half. Both of these jars have kind of exactly half of half. So I'm going to do this. I never measure anything. So I want a color that I haven't made before, but I'm basically going to start layering the blues and the greens until I get a really thick consistency. I'm going to be using the Hey Sailor, which is navy, and stamping a lot of that fine detail on there. I'm going to hand paint some designs. Like I said, it's going to be more is more on this babe. All right, so let me stir that up, half and half, Old 57 and Gypsy Green, and I'm going to get started right away for you guys. Tomorrow we will be adding Bohemian Blue, and I'm going to spray it all on through my water bottle. So I'm going to do that all over the front of it tomorrow after this sets. So I wanted kind of I don't know what color I wanted. I just knew that this green, there's a lot of different greens in here, to be honest with you, but blues, greens, turquoises. No, that big stripe there is not supposed to have. Yeah, my cartridge was empty. So I'm just stirring this. This is going to be the color that I'm adding. Both DIY, Gypsy Green, all 57, half and half. This is what you're going to get. Okay. It's kind of like it's like a subdued lime green. I don't know, but it's pretty. So I'm just going to start in a few areas and start layering the color on. I'm not going to cover the entire thing. What I mean is I'm not going to cover all the Old 57. I want some of it to come through. And then tomorrow I'm going to take my water bottle, put Bohemian Blue in it, watered down, and just spray it over the whole front and let it drip and really catch in all of these different grooves. And then we'll start layering some more mermaid tail, some darker green, and start mixing in some gold and some copper. And it's just going to be blues, greens, gold, all of it. I'm just going to put it in a few areas. I'm going to let all of this beautiful texture come through. I don't even mind that the black is coming through. I actually like that. This is the French tip. It's a piece, it's a brush by Paint Pixie. We're going to do a lot of dry brushing with this, guys. This is my first opportunity to use this one. It's some kind of product testing for Paint Pixie, seeing how much I love this. I had this in mind for canvas art, but now when I got it in, I realized it would be really good for dry brushing, and it would also be really good for base coating. So we're considering getting a 6-inch paintbrush, which it's going to be good, guys. So I can't wait to get to the point where I get to use that and show you all. I'm just going to kind of apply this in a few areas. I am going in different directions. This piece is going to have a lot of texture, a lot of dry brushing, a lot of layers, because that door that I'm using for my inspiration piece, ooh, it's got layers upon layers upon layers. It's kind of got a rockin' feel. And when I looked up vintage Ferris wheels and vintage photography for old, kind of like a Paris themed carnival, they all had like real ornate, bright lights on them and just flowers. And I just thought, yeah, Ferris wheel. I can't very well have a summer series, carnival summer series, without the word Ferris wheel. So this is our last piece, number 7, and we're going to title it Ferris wheel. It is available. This is probably, what am I? I'm measuring. Look at me. I'm measuring with my leg and my arm, and I'm going to go with 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go with this one's 5.5 feet. It's 36 inches tall. That's me by looking at it. Tomorrow, I'll be live tomorrow evening with Cleta Allen of All Shaved Out. She's going to be here with me. She dyed some fabric. We're going to cover a padded bench, I believe, is what we're going to do. But see, I'm going to leave a bunch of that old 57 coming through. And then, like, the next color I want to add is this mermaid tail. And I love this French tip brush because it gets all in those deep, kind of the grooves. This has a lot of pattern going on. So when it just comes to a point there, it makes it so much easier. But I bet you got almost exact on that measurement. She paints. Do you mean when I mix the paint? All I did was eyeball it, sister. Promise, just eyeballing it. Lots of fun things going on, you guys. We've got classes coming up in September, 2 different classes. I leave for San Diego in 2 weeks where we are going to teach and reveal all the new paint colors from DIY. We've got 9 new colors coming on the market that'll be available to you guys. All you have to do after September 8th, you guys, is go to your closest retailer, your favorite retailer, and most of them should have the colors on their shelves after September 8th. You might call first and make sure if you're going to go in there. I know that on September 8th, I will have the paint available for you at Reclaim Warehouse if you're local to Oklahoma City or surrounding. At least that's the plan. Cannot wait to show you. You guys are going to get so sick of seeing a few of the colors that I'm going to use over and over and over and over again. All right, so consider what this looks like right now. We have only just begun, ladies and gentlemen. A couple of other exciting things. Getting ready to start another makeover in my Creative Connection, which that piece is right here. I'm super excited to get it started. Look at it, sneak peek. It's a really beautiful wardrobe. We're going to do rustic French toile. Yeah. The next Friday night, I have Brianna Bergen of the Crazy Vintage Lady. She's going to be joining me for Friday Night Live, and there's no telling what that girl has planned. She's been on with me once before, and what she got on there and told me about her drunk cat and her dog ate. I don't remember. It was 2 pet stories, but I thought, interesting. So I'm excited to have her back on. All right, let's move this a little bit closer. I'm going to get this corner over here. You guys can all see. I'm so glad you're here, you all. This is going to be called Ferris wheel. My inspiration photo is an old door, lots of blues, greens, gold. It's highlighted with that deep navy color. I am going to basically call this piece More is More because I'm going to add to it, add to it, and add to it. Then I'm going to sand the heck out of it, and I'm going to put a dark wax over it and make it very, very antiqued. I think this was the perfect piece to kind of have a Mediterranean Moroccan style with all the blues and greens and golds. So thanks for hanging out with me. I'm just layering colors. I'm going to leave all of that 057 coming through. Tomorrow we're going to take Bohemian Blue, which is our deep teal, and spray it all over this piece and just kind of let it settle into the different areas, all the little grooves. But I need to let this dry before I do that because I don't want to pull the paint off. And in all honesty, I kind of want a lot of this green to come through, so I may come in right now and put a little clear wax on here just to kind of set some of this green so it doesn't come off when I'm adding all the other layers. What are some other things? I'm starting a one-on-one mentorship program. That's big and going on. Kind of expanding my team or creating a team a little bit. One-on-one mentoring, and been working really hard on that. Can't wait. I love this brush and it's really necessary, but I want to use a bigger one. I'm like, let's go, come on, they're waiting. I want to use something like this to get all the paint on, but I'm going to keep using this because I know this is best for this section and this, all of these little blocks that you're seeing here. Someone said, you paint so fast. Well, I think there's just, when you've done it for so long and the way that I paint, you don't have to be perfect. Like I'm always adding more and more layers because that actually gives it the design and the style that I prefer. So I think knowing that there's always going to be a next layer, I don't have to make anything perfect. I've just kind of figured out what works for me. And I really love actually seeing the textures. I know you can't see it from the camera, but there's the black, the blue, and the green all here. And it just makes it really unique and special. I think it's beautiful. I'm sorry that I'm turning all the way around, but I've got this other piece of furniture right here beside me because I'm getting ready to go live at 7 in my group to start this piece. And if you're asking questions, I'm going to go back. As soon as this is over, I'll go back and I'll post links if you're needing that. If you just have questions, I can answer those for you as well. All right, we're getting closer. Again, this green is from DIY, but it's because I mixed half of Gypsy Green, no, Fancy Farm Girl, and half of Old 57, half and half. And I got this color. It's basically a subdued lime green, kind of, or kind of a fern or jade. I don't know. There's so many different shades of green, isn't there? Wonder if we have a new one coming out. That's interesting. I wonder. Teaser alert. We've got 9 new colors coming out in 2 weeks. Plus new top coats and different products as well. All right, we're almost there. We're getting close, guys. We're getting close, and I think we'll go ahead and grab some clear wax. Oh, Abby's feeling so much better. You guys are the best for asking about Abby. She's eating, which means she's feeling better because she didn't eat for about 5 days. So thank you for asking about her. That was so thoughtful of you. Hi, Bub. Abby's a good girl. So yeah, thanks for asking, guys. She's feeling better. I mean, she had a severe chest or bronchial infection, and so she wasn't doing anything but coughing. Got her a steroid and a high antibiotic, high dose. So she's eating now and seems to be normal. There may be something else going on, an underlying issue, but I don't want to talk about it. And frankly, I'm just assuming that she's going to get better completely. All right, guys. Green. I'm going to stick that right there. And so the other night on Friday, we dyed fabric. And so I have my bucket. So I don't know if you didn't catch it, I dyed fabric, and so I have some watered down Bohemian blue in here in this bucket. So tomorrow I'm going to put this water, Bohemian blue, in a water bottle, a spray bottle, and I'm actually going to spray this entire piece and just let the Bohemian blue do its thing. So we're going to continue to layer colors and texture that way. Um, yeah, but before I do that, while you're still here, I'm going to grab some clear wax and put a little bit on here at the top. And clear wax is going to kind of seal it, and it's going to keep it from running at all. Not running. It's going to keep it from pulling off. It's going to act as a sealer, and it'll sit for 24 hours. So let me grab some clear. My wall of DIY color here. Let me get that. Okay. And the brush. I'm not going to cover the whole thing, just so you understand. I'm just going to cover a few areas. Let me grab this, guys. I'm sorry you're looking at the top of my head. That's so rude. Okay. So I'm just going to cover a few areas with wax. I want to seal that color in just a little bit in a few areas. Whoops, got a little crazy. Simmer down, sister. This paint is drying so fast because it's really warm here in Oklahoma. So it dries really fast when it's exposed. So I'm just picking a few areas where I really want that green to stay true and not fade when I start spraying a little bit of water on it. Okay, that's all I'm doing. So this will set and kind of protect it a little bit. So when I spray the Bohemian blue all over it, it won't pull any of this green off, okay? Since we're doing more is more on this piece, it's probably going to take at least a whole week for me to get through it. Just a little bit. All right, so we're gonna have Mermaid Tail next. It's a really deep turquoise, but it's not as dark as Bohemian blue. So that'll be the next color that we paint on. But tomorrow, like I said, I'm gonna get my bucket of Bohemian blue and put it in a spray water bottle, and we're gonna douse all over this piece. Then we might actually start adding in some gold, come back in with different shades of blue and more greens, and go from there. You guys, I appreciate you so much. Happy Thursday. I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy. Have a great night. Sorry that you're way down here. Is that the diaper blue? Yes. You want to see the diaper? I'll show you. I'll show you the diaper.